Hi, hi everyone. How are you? Welcome back to my video English with FA. I hope you're doing well. बड़ा गर्मा गर्मी चल रहा है पूरा आजकल देश वेश में, ठीक है। सोच रहे हैं कि कौन प्रधानमंत्री बने, कौन देश का पंची बने न बने। ठीक है, इजराइल फिलिस्तीन का वैसे मसला चल रहा है, समझ नहीं आ रहा है क्या हो। कोलकाता वाला मसला तो जानवे करते हैं, रेपिस्ट का नाम टुआई को काट दो, ना रहेगा बांस ना बाजेगा बांसुरी। By the way, welcome back to my video English with FA today. The one thing I want to tell you in this video, very important thing. Let me see that the video is going on or not. Yeah, it's working well. So today in this video, what we're going to talk about that, ladies and gentlemen, it's very important thing to learn another language. What we can do today, we have the topic what we can do to learn second language. You know what? When we say the second language, it means we are talking about the other language apart from your language. For example, you learn the other language, like you can say French, Japanese, Chinese, German, anything, so whatever you want to learn in your life. You get a point. So the important thing is that what we can do, getting a point. टीमू खाई थे ना, दांत में फंस गया था, सोचे छुड़ा लेते हैं. So in this one, what we can do to learn a second language, first of all, we must have the simple idea, simple understanding. The first thing, simple understanding about that language, excuse me, I'm sorry. Simple understanding about that language. For example, you want to learn English language, you must have a little bit about that language. You must have idea, understanding. What is the meaning of understanding? You can say use of is, are, am, was, were, okay, was, were, has, have, had. These are simple things that you must have a little bit idea about all these things. Then you can understand this language a little bit. If you don't have any idea about this language, about this thing, or about this all these uses, if you don't know about that, then how can you speak the English? Getting a point. The important thing, the important fact is you must have a little bit about a little bit, at least some understanding power about all this thing. Getting a point. Is, are, am, was, were, has, have, had, or some idea about the how to make the sentences. Second is thing that we can say how to make the sentence. Okay, how to make the sentence. So very important things. So if you say about that, well, how to make the sentences in the English language, very important thing. Because if you don't know how to form the sentences in the English language, then how can you speak that? Get a point? It's working. Yeah. So first thing, we must have the idea about all this one. Is, are, am, was, were, has, have, had, a little bit, at least, some idea about that we must have. Otherwise, if you don't have some idea about this language and we start to learn this language, and you're thinking about to learn this language, English language, and you're thinking back in mind, and if you don't have any idea about all this one, then how can you speak the English language? Of course not. It will be very difficult to learn this language. Get a point. And the second is how to make the sentences. Second thing, you have to understand that how to make the sentences and what should we do to make the what should have we have the idea what we can do, how to make the sentences and how to form the sentence a little bit. We must have the idea. Okay. Now the third thing we should know that some idea about we must have some idea about about grammar. We must have some idea about the grammar. What is the meaning of the grammar? Because the grammar is the book that help us to understand English language. Getting a point. So most of the time what we do, actually we just we just start to learn this language, and we have watched some video, or you have watched some video in the YouTube, and you get motivated and you go to learn this language very quickly. No, of course not. We should not do that. What we have to do, at least what we have to do, just let's think a little bit about the English grammar that you can just learn. Get a point. So it's working well. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Oh, video's too high. Hey, because yeah, let's go. So some idea, we must have some idea about the grammar. If you have the idea about some idea about the grammar, then of course we will be able to understand the English language, because the grammars will help us to understand English language, and grammar has some rule and regulations a little bit in the starting that I'm talking about. Not all the time, because the grammar will not help you all the time to learn English language. First not. Some of the time. And now focus is very important. Focus is very important. Focus, what I'm saying, the focus, if you have, the focus is very important thing. Like for example, you are just focusing the thing, and after some time, after 5 minutes or 10 minutes, you lose your focus. What does it mean? You will not able to understand the English language. You get it? Focus is very important thing. So for example, you want to learn this language, be focused a lot, all the time. Get a point. बाकी वीडियो लंबा हो रहा है, अगला वीडियो में बात करते हैं, ठीक है? तब तक देखते रहिए एनडीटीवी।